everybody. So happy Monday again. We're on week 2. Look, my little snack, my red goji berries. I love them, but I have to do something about them because eating it just raw it sticks to my teeth. I don't know if y'all got the same problem as me, but look what the fuck I just blended. And it was, yo, this is super good. I just became a lover to pineapples. And funny how the last 6-7 years that I was trying to drink a pineapple juice or eat pineapples, I was always having an allergic reaction to it. Come to find out, it was the fucking company. Whatever company I bought the pineapples from, their processed stuff was giving me an allergic reaction. And then I didn't know I was allergic to peanut oil. So when I had peanut oil with the chicken and I used to go to this Thai restaurant, I used to go to the hospital after. So I no longer touch that. I no longer touch no oil that's not coconut oil or olive oil anymore. Because this was ridiculous how I was always blowing up. Like my face blew up so bad. Benadryl took forever to bring it down. So I went to the hospital, spent 7 hours in the hospital, came back home. My whole face was dark. You could tell where it started. The blow up area was, I told my aunt about it. She was like, oh my gosh, she saw my face and she saw the dark areas. So they say try to eat everything fresh. If you want to blend your fruits, blend it, but get the fresh ones. Don't get the ones in the can and don't get the frozen ones. Because they was like the frozen ones take the nutrition out of it. I don't know why, because they say it turns into water. And here's a funny thing. Every time I talk to one person and I go to talk to another person for a second opinion, it's always the opposite. People be confusing me with what's good and what's not good. So what I started doing was testing out different theories. I just tried the fruits fresh versus the can versus the frozen ones. The canned ones is just as horrible. It tastes like metal. Don't touch it. And plus, if you're allergic to certain ingredients, you might not want to touch that one either. I'm sensitive to a lot of stuff. Fruit juices, oils, things like that. So I bought a fresh pineapple. And I got some goji berries. I bought a couple of fruits and vegetables. But this time I said I was going to buy more vegetables and fruit. Because when I did the fruit smoothie, my blood sugar went up so sky high. It went from 156 to 245 to 300 within a day. So from now on, I am changing up my smoothie habits. It won't be majority of fruits. It was going to be majority of vegetables. So what my diabetic educator was telling me, it's supposed to be a 60-40 type rule with everything you do, eat, drink, whatever. So if you drinking your smoothies or your juices, it has to be 60% vegetables and 40% fruit. So I was like, how about 70% vegetable, 30% fruit? Because I learned my lesson. Like I say, I'm thinking eating your fruits, drinking them is like the best thing ever. No, it's not. It sure isn't. If you're a diabetic, it's your enemy. But if you're not a diabetic and you could stand that, then more power to you. But I won't be doing that anymore. So the first thing in the morning, I had a lemon ginger tea, and I usually have 2 cups of tea in the morning, 2 cups of tea at night. I'm gonna let y'all follow my journey on what I do as far as drinking and eating my food goes, and if it has any health benefits. So far the teas does. So as a lot of people know out here, I don't do well when it comes to dairy or anything like that. So if I eat something the night before and it makes me constipated or it makes me bloated, gassy, or irritated, because sometimes I do get sharp pains, I drink lemon tea. I drink lemon ginger tea. I drink peppermint tea. My favorite tea is the peppermint tea and the lemon ginger. So I'm drinking 2 of those in the morning, 2 of those at night, 1 in the middle of the day. Especially when I'm eating my food, I'm drinking my tea right after. And then I like to make it strong. Then in the morning time, between 8 and 9 o'clock, I'm drinking my smoothie. I drink my tea around 7 o'clock in the morning. As soon as I wake up, if I wake up at 8 o'clock, then it'll be right after. It depends on what time I wake up in the morning. So first thing in the morning, I'm taking my pills, and then I'm drinking a tea before I eat breakfast. And I don't eat breakfast until 11 o'clock because, like I said, I'm on an intermittent fasting. So I eat 11, 3, and 7. And I drink teas throughout the day for it. So the one thing I stopped doing now, I was obsessed with eating my pancakes and waffles and stuff in the morning. I don't do that in the morning. In the morning, I'm eating my fruit. I'm eating toast. I eat my avocados. Sometimes I eat avocado with toast. And I do eat my my egg whites. So here's the thing. I am supposed to be off of dairy, but egg whites, they say I can have. And the key to having it without your stomach being irritated is eat very little of it. So if I eat egg white scrambled, it has to be very small, like the size of your fist, maybe a little slower, lower. And then I have my freaking tea. And then I turn around, drink a smoothie. That's 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, my lunch is always consistent of smoothies if I don't want to eat food. That's kind of weird. I know y'all think we shouldn't replace it. Child, it depends on what your doctor says. If it's safe, you can do it. But I like to replace my meals with smoothies. So smoothie at 12 o'clock. Then my final meal of the day is at 7 o'clock. Between 12 and 3 o'clock, I will have my smoothies. Like I say, if I'm not hungry by then. Then at 7 o'clock, I will have a small meal, but it will be the heaviest, smallest meal ever because throughout the day, I be eating light stuff. And it always makes me hungry by the end of the day. So I balance that out with a heavy meal. My protein is always heavy, so that's one thing you're gonna see because y'all always see me cooking the steak, the lamb chop, the chicken, whatever the case is. So that's the heaviest thing of the day. Throughout the day, if I eat a meal, if I decide to choose to eat a meal rather than a smoothie, it would be consistent of pasta salads, regular salads. It would be consistent of chicken or fish. That's the lightest I will go. So since I've been on this crave of fish, I was eating a lot of salmon. And I asked somebody who's also a fitness instructor / nutritionist to see if it's safe to eat a lot of fish. Because I see a lot of people out here who do resort to eating a lot of fish throughout their weeks. And they said that, no, you can't get sick off it. You can't, it's another thing they talk about that it could cause you to have, but it doesn't. I got the way to go. I spoke to 2 people. They both said the same thing. So you're going to see a lot of fish in my dish all the time. But I'm going to hit y'all tomorrow and I'm going to let y'all see what the hell I do.